Sam here with y'all today, y'all. We're gonna be reacting to Death Sentence and Mighty Mouse. Basically, he trained him, he was there for the fight, and he's gonna be reacting to the fight, and we're gonna be right along reacting to it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that extra stuff. Let me know what new videos y'all want. Let me know all that extra stuff. And yeah, just let me know, y'all. And let's get straight into this.
Wing C. So I'm gonna break this down.
Yo, let me turn on my fan, y'all.
Death did a lot of things right in this fight, and then obviously he did a couple things that were wrong. So we're gonna go over it. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and also hit the bell to know when we go live. Now,
bro, where is this nigga Death Sentence from? India Land SC? Bro, this is basically the nigga who said, bro, he's mental, brother. Like, no disrespect. I don't know if he has extra chromosomes missing, any of that. Like, I don't want to disrespect him. But what's it called? He thinks he has Naruto powers or whatever. He uses Batman and Vegeta moves.
let's take a look at the stats. Now, this is one of the reasons why I think it'll be good if Death, took, me and the producer were talking like maybe he should start doing some boxing classes as well. Because with 5'11" and the wingspan of 78 versus 66, huge.
He would be really good if he trained, bro. Like, I don't think people understand. Death Sentence would be good if he trained at an actual place. But the nigga don't train at an actual place, you know what I mean? He trained at the fucking backyard, just doing random shit and doing random,
Huge W right there off the rip, right? And he has more experience, so he's seen more combat than, Zachary in the Street Peak yard. So, but right here.
Yo, I just dropped the pigeon bit, y'all. That shit was crazy.
Here, if he had good footwork and some good jabs, it would have been a no-brainer. But Zachary could take a fucking shot. I'm not gonna lie, he could take a shot. So let's go ahead and get right to the breakdown of this fight. There you go. And they flip each other off. There we go. Okay, right here. He gets the back of Zachary. Climbs it. Okay. Right here. Now, he did everything correct here, right? He pushes the nose.
This nigga did everything correct. Watch.
Pushes, we're gonna play out and then we'll go back, okay? We're gonna play out, then we'll go back. Okay, he's locking it up.
Look, he never locked the choke though. You see how he just has that shit under? He never locked the choke officially. When you can't, this is how you lock the choke, so you have a hard time getting that arm out. You know what I mean? Getting that out. You gotta lock that choke.
Okay, now we're gonna go back and break down what went right and what went wrong. Okay, so Death is on the back. He gets it. I'm gonna get a little closer right here. Okay. What? Yeah. Gets up. He already has a choke in. He's trying. He doesn't. So the biggest thing is Death's got to realize when he's actually able. He got to choke in, and he doesn't. Right now, he has the choke in. He's underneath Zachary's neck right now, right? But he doesn't realize he isn't. And also, the chin is right here. We worked this. If you guys watch the Mighty Journey training arc. His chin's right here. We want his chin right here. That way, all Death has to do is here. His chin's right here. So he can't squeeze it there. He can't, squeeze. With the chin here, so when I go like this, you see how that motion, if the egg was here, that motion gets closed by me just going like this. Then I lock it up when I squeeze there. So
exactly. You see where I literally what I just said, y'all.
We want to get that chin right here. So you see Death doing everything we worked on. Pushing a nose to the side and get ready to squeeze. But Zachary does a good job. His hand's right here, so he's fighting the top hand. But he just got to do better about squeezing that, pushing that over, and then locking it in. But we're going to continue.
This is way better than any other Death Sentence fight, bro. If y'all watch any other Death Sentence fight, this nigga's just getting straight beat on or choked out, bro.
Okay. He's not really pushing that. And then one thing Death also didn't realize is that his hand's here. So you saw Death try to reach. You saw Death reach for this bicep to squeeze right here. Watch this. Here it comes. Look, his hands are open. He's looking for the bicep to squeeze. Right? He's still trying to grab. It's not there. Right? Death's arm needs to be right here. So he can grab his bicep, but he's going like this, reaching for air, right? He just doesn't know where he is right now when it comes to that. Still reaching for it, right? And now Zachary's face, his chin is turned this way. So no matter what, he's out of the choke, right? Good, one hook in. He's got the other hook. This has been very popular lately, especially for people who've been a lot longer. If you do jiu-jitsu, you get your forward, then you bring your leg out and you go to the other side. That way you can rotate around it very easily.
That's something I've never seen before. That is actually a very crazy move, because you know when you get like the leg lock and you're really only locked to that, just like you're attached to the back, because you can move, but you can barely move because it hurts to move because you're locked so tight in the body lock, to where like like if a nigga were to like, if say you don't know where you're doing the body lock and a nigga were to just kind of throw you over them, you would kind of just like doom right on the, if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna go doom. That's why you gotta stay with them, roll with them, and like just keep going. You don't like, you gotta stay like flat. A lot of grapplers, they don't know what they're doing, and that's why I respect Mighty Mouse. He knows what he's doing.
Okay, right here. This is it. This is fucking curtains right here, boys. This is curtains. Look at this face. The face. This is it. Death should have had this in. He should have had it. He's under the chin. He's just got to lock it up. You see Zachary's hand fighting. This is it right here. This would have been game over. Death would have went 2-4. Right? But see, look. We'll go back. Look where he grabs. He grabs the wrong area. Right? Once again, this falls down on Death to realize when he's under the neck and when he's not. Right? Look at this. He's under. Look at his tongue. Oh, that's his hand, right? He's under the neck. Right? So let's go back. He's going. He's going. He's going. Right? All Death has to do now is grab this bicep, put this behind his head. He'll go this way behind his head, and he's good. It's the end of the day. Then Death would have to squeeze extremely hard, which he kind of gasses out. But he's working. The choke is in. I would like for the chin to be lined up with this, right? So he's got a little bit more, couple inches to work with. But he's already in. He's gonna have to squeeze. He's gonna have to. You can't squeeze like this. He's gonna have to pull. But when you pull,
bro, you can tell he's genuinely trying to help Death Sentence, because you do this to your own fights. When you like want to get better and shit, you dissect your own fights like this. You be like, this is what I have to do. These are the little tweaks and shit that I have to make. That's why people film themselves when they spar and shit too.
You're not choking them out. You're just choking the Adam's apple. So anybody who can like actually not give up, they're not gonna get choked out. And I think Zachary's the guy who will probably pass out instead of get choked out. But you can't make him pass out if you don't have the blood. The blood's still gonna go through to the brain on the side. All right, let's continue. Right? He has it right there. He has it. Mouthpiece falls out. Oh, and Death was about to squeeze it in right there. Right? Right there. Now Death makes the right transition. He makes the right transition, which is the hand behind the head. And this is also a thing that Death dropped the ball on as well. Is that if you grapple, you do enough rounds. When somebody does this, you see Michael Chandler versus Charles Oliver. Happens all the time, right? Zachary does this. Death lets go. He lets go of the choke.
See, look what I'm saying. I literally just said this a couple minutes ago, y'all. He's just about to go completely. He basically about to get slammed on the ground.
Right? If he would have stayed on the back and put his back on the ground, yes, there's a potential chance of him getting knocked out. But he would have to choke. And then he would have had his back on the ground. But what does he do? He lets go of the choke. Almost in there, kills Michael, the producer. And he lets go. Falls in side control. Okay. Now, Death needs to realize these punches are going to help him. He needs to frame, shrimp, get his guard back, which he ends up doing. But everything he's doing is expending energy. Right here. Look. Looks. He frames. Okay. Now. Okay, let's go back.
This nigga really just throw his glove. I'm dead as hell.
I was happy he did. I'm happy this happened. But
Bro,
look at this fucking glove come back.
Reversing the glove.
Okay, so he throws his glove. He throws his glove. I was happy because it was going to give him an opportunity to catch his breath. So he throws his glove. Zachary doesn't even fucking bat an eye. But I was telling him, relax, relax. He's back. Okay, that was a good jab. They're exchanging. Okay, going back and forth. Okay, so what Zachary's doing right now, Zachary realized that Death can hit that hard. Look at Death. We have to be proud that he has a stance. You know, his knees. He's got a stance now. Hands are here, you know. Same as Zach, right? But Zach is doing a good job of in and out.
Yeah, Zach is like actually like a good fighter because he's staying technical, he's staying there, and I feel like he's not good because I guess Deathsith is not a bad fighter. You know, for his weight division, the nigga's really athletic and tall, you know, type shit.
Out. So what's available is a leg kick, right? If he kicks Zach's legs, his legs can't move back and forth. But Zachary did a good job of going in, out, in, out, in, out. There's the void, right? So let's continue. Zach gets hit. And this is another thing. This is why mouthpieces are important, because look how this right here is it's very restrictive. He can't do that because he's biting down on a mouthpiece that's not his. It's probably not even molded to his teeth. So he's like this the whole time. It's not very conducive to making sure you're to have your
yeah. So now it's not really making. Yeah, you're right. Like you could. One thing I would say is you really don't want to be just clenching that mouthpiece. Like it's a good feeling sometimes, you know, when you just biting on it. But you really just want to stay high, you know, moving around, bite on it a few times, maybe get up out of there, you know what I mean? Like just stay stay real moving around and shit. Gives you that real like you sitting there biting that mouthpiece, or even like this, biting that mouthpiece. It basically tells the other person you're prepared to go to sleep.
Your breathing not be disrupted. But he has this big giant fucking cork in his mouth. Okay, let's continue.
One guy, why does he have that big ass mouthpiece?
All right, here. He's getting tired. This is my. Right here. Fucking Zachary. All right. Right here. And this is what I was worried about, is that if you guys, like I said, go back and watch Training Arc part 2. I said, what if you hit Zachary with your best shot and he's able to eat it? And that's what Zachary did in this fight. He ate his best shot, right? And now we got our man Death just absolutely exhausted. Which I knew this was going to happen if they would have.
And but if you ever let Deathsith just talk about he's never lost a fight, you always be saying that shit. He's never lost a fight.
Stand on the feet. Okay, let's continue. Like Zachary, he's hilarious. He's like, go ahead, take your time. Take your time. Like he's a good showsman. Like he's very good about playing into the act of what's going on. And it enrages Death. And then Death just doesn't take time to breathe and get his energy back. And then go at it. He gets pissed and goes at him again. Misses that. Misses that. All right. Misses again. Push kick misses. Misses that. And this is where me and the producers were talking that he needs to spend more time doing stand-up. He does a lot of grappling. We need some stand-up sparring because, you know, he shouldn't be getting tired when there is a couple of exchanges there, but that's where the running, the swimming, all the extra conditioning is going to play a factor, and him also just getting more rounds of sparring where he won't gas out. Because even when me and him spar, he gasses out and I don't even hit him. So I think this will benefit him if he starts doing a lot more sparring rounds in the gym, at a kickboxing gym. Good. But, you know, Zachary does a good job of, look, okay, Death hits his back. Death hits another. Death hit. Zachary blocks that.
This shit is lucky repetitive, like very annoying kind of watching, because this nigga, like, you know, when you get told multiple of the same thing, and at this point we know this nigga about to lose the fight. You know what I mean?
Okay. They're swinging. Zachary turns away. Zachary eats that one. So Zachary ate some shots, but he does a good job of turning his body so he's not hitting the full. He's not getting the full weight of the punch. And then Death asks for him to respond. Zachary comes in. Comes in with the right hand. That one kind of hits the noggin of Death. The hook lands. The hook lands on Death right here. There's a hook right there, landing right there. That lands clean on Death right there. Bop. Right down the pipe, because Death's turning that way. So that's a kill shot, essentially. Death falls over at exhaustion. Zachary follows up with some ground and pound.
No, we gotta watch that.
Death's turning that way. So that's a kill shot, essentially.
No.
Right there, landing right there.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Bro, look how this nigga just got done by this white boy. What the fuck? This nigga said, come here. Pow! This nigga... Y'all, this is crazy, y'all. This is actually crazy. This nigga was talking about, I'm too good, I'm gonna beat this nigga ass. Bro, look how you got done. Oh, this is, wow. I wouldn't, bro. What?
He's got to get some cardio in, man. He's got to.
Yo, coach, will you lose?
Death falls over at exhaustion.
Yo, coach, will you lose?
Zachary follows up.
Yo, coach, will you lose?
With some ground and pound.
Yo, coach, will you literally on the floor after a nigga done dog you fuck you wrestling?
And my man Death right here. We got to get some. He's got to get some cardio in, man. He's got to start running. He's got to start, you know, lifting, doing the strength conditioning program we got him all set up for. He's got to do it, because this will happen every single time if somebody could withstand the storm. Yeah.
That nigga semi knocked out.
Absolutely exhausted. And I like that to be more respectful. You had to fight 1 versus 1. She's having the time of her life. She's like, be more respectful. You guys fought like men. Now you gotta just, you know, take that L like a man. All right. Death tries to get. Great punch from Death. But when we look at slow motion, look at this back climb though. Look at this back climb. He has it. Missed those shots. He ate a hook. But you see how the mouthpiece, right? And let's see, when you look at Zachary has a mouthpiece. You see how his mouth is not protruding? He's here. He's not like this, biting down. I think Death should really invest in a mouth. I sent him a very expensive mouthpiece. Orb Sports sent him a mouthpiece, and he lost it, or he hasn't molded his grill to it yet. Right there.
Bro, and this is what I mean, bro. Like, you sit this nigga and bro, I would murk somebody for that mouthpiece. And this nigga sit it for the free and he not using it? Bullshit.
Just the hip thrusting. Perfect from Zachary. And right here, the right hand, left hook lands. Right hand, left. Drops Death. And he follows up and finishes Death sentence. So when I walked up to him, he thought I was gonna get after him and you know, hurt him, but I wasn't. But you know, congrats to Zachary. I mean, he did everything he could. He did everything he had to beat Death. He said afterwards he wanted the fight to go on longer, but Death got tired. So it is what it is, boys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown of Zachary versus death sentence. If you guys have not checked out the
yeah, go subscribe, like, all that shit with me and Mighty Mouse. To be real with y'all, great ass video, great ass entertainment. Let me know what new videos y'all want. It's crazy how this nigga death sentence, bro. I thought this nigga was gonna win. Like, I thought all that training arc, all that training footage. Let me know if y'all want me to go back and react to the training footage, cause that shit is crazy itself. That shit is crazy itself, bro. But I'm up out of here. Nigga look high as hell, but we up out of here. TCD gang.